Oh no, I feel so bad now. We're gonna lose. I'm gonna make Barks lose because I'm so bad at this. I have no idea how to fucking play this map anymore even. Gun's too low velocity to get away with that. Ooh. Fucking Artie. Really? Come on, man. Okay, shot. Wow. That was embarrassing. Now I'm broadside here, so the Artie's probably going to take a crack at me pretty soon. Bounced him. That chat's coming. Okay, he doesn't want this. Bounced the conch again. There was no way that was ever going to do much to him. Or that. I was hoping to knock his gun out. Here we go. Here we go. And he's going to go for me. Yep. And I'm going to bounce off his front plate, but that was a really bad angle, so not a surprise. God, this thing feels so slow and sluggish after the other 430, you know, the old 430, the one I preferred. It's just, it's not a bad tank, it's just different. And I don't really like the difference. I don't like the change. I much prefer the playstyle the old one had. Much preferred it. Okay, where's Barks? He's in the middle of the map. Well, middle of the east side. Which is probably the best place for a Patton to be. He certainly knows more about how to play this map these days than I do. But I'll lead these other Soviet tanks through here. Medium and... what's that, a heavy? Yep. See if we can weasel in behind the cap, flush out those big TDs. Yep. Should be a pretty easy clean-up for this team, at least. All those big TDs just sitting down there in those bushes like that. pretty much over. And I did barely anything. But at least we didn't lose. It would have been really bad if I'd managed to throw a game or something, but we won. I died horribly without doing much, but we won. Oh, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. What's this? Randoms. Why am I getting platoon invites from randoms, and why is it not telling me who's inviting me? Oh, let's run that again. Hopefully have a better match this time. Did it tell me who invited me? I didn't see it. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I don't really like playing with people I don't know, or, you know, even if I don't know them well, if I at least know that they're competent, I'll usually play with people, but I don't like being platooned with just randoms. You need to, like, if you don't synergize well with the other people in your platoon, there's no point being in a platoon, if that makes any sense. It's similar with warships. You want to actually have a sense of what the other people are going to do and be able to work together without having to communicate everything all the time, especially if you're not on voice. Like when I used to play, especially with people like Hardest, Prime Law, Hellsaw, all of them, I knew what they were going to do, I knew how they played, where they went, and so there wasn't really a whole lot to go wrong. Look at all these mediums. Oh boy. And look at this. This is what I've been talking about the last few streams. 6 tier 10 tank destroyers. Helps if I can speak English. 6 of them. Yeah, there's 2 tier 10 Arty. I don't really care though. It's the 6 tier 10 tank destroyers that are going to ruin this match. Because it's just going to force people to play defensively. And this map's already enough of a camp fest as it is. And there goes the stun lock. I'm glad the other Arty wasn't aiming this way when that happened. Good. Very good. And Arty. Look at this shit. Instantly. And he doesn't have to... And there goes the 261. Really? They don't even have to hit me to fuck me over. They just have to hit anywhere near me. And not only am I tracked, which is a problem in itself, especially with a low-skilled crew that doesn't have full repair, but it's a fucking nightmare because my whole crew's stunned. So even once the track's repaired, I've got shit all for mobility and really bad gunnery. Like, It affects everything, like your turret rotation speed, your track traverse, everything. It is far worse than the old lottery of whether you get one shot or not. I would much rather risk getting one shot than have my tank totally fucked over for like 20 seconds by a near miss. Like, that is just bad game design. Really bad game design. And here we go. 13 seconds, my tank is ineffective. This shit is just stupid. And it's because people kept complaining, oh, Artie's overpowered, Artie makes the game frustrating to play, there's too much Artie, you need to do something about it. So what did Wargaming do? They thought, well, if people are mad about getting killed by Artie, we'll just make it do something that isn't killing them. It's just... I don't know why Wargaming listens to their player base. Most people that play this game are not good enough at the game to understand how it works, or how different gameplay elements affect the actual flow of the game. And if you don't understand that, then, you know, like, you can't really comment on how to fix or improve anything. Now we've lost the north, unfortunately. I mean, that was bound to happen, but... And we got the classic World of Tanks community toxicity. I mean, I can't really talk. I tend to be one of the more toxic people in the game, to be honest with you, but it just gets so frustrating. Especially shit when you know it's going to happen, and you know that there's people in the right area of the map to prevent it, but they just don't. I mean, I've already effectively lost half my tank to just near misses from Artie. I haven't even been hit by an actual tank yet. This is all just Artie splash. Not even direct hits, just splashing. Like, come on, man. Where's the fun in that? But the biggest problem is going to be all those TDs. 6 tier 10 TDs. Like, I could be one-shot by any one of those right now. Easily. And our Sheridan will not push out. He's going to leave the E4 to spot. Really? Really? RE4 is dividing himself by firing random shots off. I mean, I guess he's trying to do reconnaissance by fire, but that's a good way to get yourself killed in that position. This match is turning into a snore fest. No eyes on them because there's terrain in the way. I might get the gorilla if he comes out. No. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it. Look at this. This is what tier 10 TDs do to this game. They just stagnate it. No one wants to move because they're afraid of getting deleted by a fucking 1000 alpha gun. Okay, he's tracked. Does he see me? Surely he will. Oh, apparently. I think that missed. I'm impressed I didn't get spotted there, but it doesn't really matter, because he's going to get away. Six minutes left in the game and nobody is spotting. Do anything about that. I don't want to reveal myself with a risky shot. T57's full health. He's got an E4 backing him. Like, just push. Lol. Fucking hell, dude. Come on. The JPE could afford to get out of base as well. Like, this is the problem. Our TDs sit in back. Their TDs sit in back. Our heavy is full health but afraid to lose any of it. I've lost half my health already, so I can't afford to get spotted. And our Sheridan's having cold feet. I mean, I don't blame him, he's low on health as well, but... Shit, I'm dead. Yep, there it is. At least the Foch is dead. But it doesn't matter, because this is going to draw out. In fact, normally I'd just quit out and go back to garage, but I'm going to sit here and watch this. And I apologise if it's not very interesting viewing, but I want to see how this plays out now, because I reckon I would pretty much put money on this being a draw. We have got some action happening in the north, but they've still got TDs unaccounted for. And they still have Artie. So it's not a done deal yet. Three and a half minutes now. TVP baits these guys right in front of the griller. Although he's backing off, that's interesting. Wow. Big brain TVP. Okay. We might actually win this. We might actually win this. But even so, I've done 1200 damage in a tier 10 medium. I lost half my health at the start of the game to Artie because I got stun locked and I couldn't get away from it. And I lost the other half to getting slammed by a Foch, which was cloaked not even 100 meters in front of me, and didn't get spotted until he fired his gun. Like, these tank destroyers are just the problem with this game. They always have been. I've been saying it for so many years now. They just sit in camouflage, so they can't be seen until they pick a tank to delete. And half the TDs in tier 10 have armor that's really difficult to get through with anything other than another tier 10 TD from the front. Usually they're far enough from you that you can't easily just rush them and circle them. A number of them are actually mobile enough that you can't circle them anyway, or they have turrets, or both. And even the ones that are made of tissue paper have such massive guns on them that it's just too risky. Like, you can't afford to be seen. And that's exactly the kind of shit that used to piss me off with War Thunder. Like, that is why, for such a long time, I did not play War Thunder tanks, and I still rarely ever play Realistic or Simulator, because those both turn into a case of whoever camps in a bush the best wins, generally speaking. And that's what World of Tanks is turning into. I mean, it was turning into that back in 2014 when I was still playing, but now it's just ridiculous. I mean, look at this. 6 tier 10 TDs on a team. That's more than a third of the enemy team being TDs. More than a third of the team being a single class tank. I mean, even if that was mediums or heavies making up a third of the team, I'd start to scratch my head. But it's not, it's TDs. Like, what is going on with this game? What caused Wargaming to think that was a good idea? And I'm sure they would have realised that the way they were developing TDs towards this sort of meta of being massive gun behemoths, they must have known that was going to happen. Like, surely they would have known that was going to happen. Look at this shit. And I'm down the bottom of the team. Oh, I did actually land a blind shot on that pattern, I guess. Still, 1700 damage on a tier 10 medium. I end up down the bottom of the XP. There's a JP 100 who did 658 damage. That is not even a full damage roll of his gun. He kill shot someone. That's all he did, was just a single kill shot. He fired his gun 3 times that game, and one of those shots hit and penetrated. And he gets more XP than me. Like, just fuck off with that shit, honestly. Honestly, it drives me up the wall. 261 did good work. Actually, both our Arty did really good work. They did a lot of heavy lifting. If it hadn't been for our 2 Arty players, we probably would have lost that. But, like, look at this. Look at the distribution of experience. TD. 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 Even on the losing team, the top players are all in TDs. Both damage and experience-wise. On our team, the Bat actually got quite a decent amount, because the Bat did well, actually. So did our TVP. I guess I was just the unlucky medium that got thrown under the bus while the rest of them managed to make good on it. I could have probably played that... Well, I could certainly have played that better, but it doesn't really matter. It's just... I don't know, I'm finding it really difficult to play this game knowing that all I have to do is make one mistake, slip up once, and get spotted by a tier 10 TD, and my game is basically over. Like, being as aggressive a player as I am, and I am a recklessly aggressive player, I always have been, that is not the kind of thing that would encourage me to keep playing this game at all. Is Wargaming going to fix it? Probably not. I wouldn't imagine they will. Not least because they do still seem to have the idea that they should listen to their player base, and their player base, like I've said, has no idea what they're talking about. %, credit discount. Tier 3 vehicle. Really? Because I'm gonna buy a tier 3. Okay. really actually have any tanks I desperately want to buy that I have researched. I got a bunch I haven't researched yet, but I don't know. I am struggling, to be honest, to get back into this. I'll play another one in the 430U, then I might switch it up a bit. Maybe go to the 430. Or even a tier 8, who knows. I mean, things are probably not much better at the lower tiers anyway, because you've got these big gun tank destroyers all the way up the tree now. It's just frustrating. Because I like really dynamic, aggressive gameplay. And I used to be able to get that in mediums. I used to be able to get that a lot in mediums. And it seems now that that is not the done thing, otherwise you get clicked. And here we go, look, we've got one arty per team. The TDs aren't as bad, there's only 3 per team in their lower tier, but still. People complaining that arty's the issue when there's really not that much of it floating around. Like, I feel like a lot of the people that complain about arty weren't playing when the game first came out, or back in beta, when you would often see like 5 or 6 or 7 per team, and before any nerfing whatsoever had been done to artillery, and back when HE would do stupendous amounts of damage and would crit 5 modules if it even landed near you, and especially back in the days before they added consumables. Like, if some of these people played World of Tanks during closed beta, and played like the Tiger or the Panther or something, when fire extinguishers didn't exist and the transmission fire chance hadn't been nerfed and all of that, I don't know what they would do with themselves. Like, sort of the peak of when I was playing this game around 2012-13, man, it was easy compared to when I first started. Like, people don't know how good they have it. I mean, I'm sounding like I'm fucking 60 years old here, but honestly, like, these kids don't know how good they have it compared to what it was like when the game first went into closed beta. It's so much easier now. And there's so much less to worry about from artillery and from people slinging HE. Like, people that used to sling purely HE at higher tier tanks would eventually kill them. You could effectively kill something like a mouse by just hurling HE at it from a lower tier tank. It would take you a while, but you could do it. And if you had enough people doing it, you would kill it. And now it's like, if you get grazed by an arty shell, you complain that arty's ruining the game and it needs a nerf. And then in trying to comply with what you've just whined about, Wargaming managed to make it even worse. Alright, well, we did sneak a shot on the side of that Foch. He's pretty low on health now, so that should help the team out a bit. I was hoping I'd be able to slip up this gully, but the guys on the hill are going to get side shots on me, so as much as I'd like to press that leopard, I can't do it from here. I'm going to have to go around a different way. Ooh. What is that Fatten doing? Is he seriously going to do this? Unfortunately, I do not have the armor or a high rate of fire gun like I used to. Actually, I guess I do have the armor, kind of. Oh shit. I fucked up. I'm dead. Shouldn't have taken that shot. Should have waited. Now, if their 212 had any sense, he would bomb me right now. Oh god. Oh god, there's a bunch of shit here. The E50's coming. Where's my team? Where the fuck is my team? I can't get behind that rock to screen me from the E50 because the fucking Phantom's there. So I gotta risk it. And shot from hill. Oh my god, what is this team doing, dude? I don't know how that happened. I mean, I wasn't really watching the map, to be fair, but that was because I had, you know, concerns of my own. Like, this guy rushing me and the E50 bearing down on my right side. Look at these guys. Like, how are these guys dead? Oh, because they rolled up on a hill and exposed their bellies trying to push a choke point. There's no reason to ever push a choke point. Okay, this is going to be Ross's World of Tanks wisdom, even though he hasn't played the game for like 3 years. A choke point like that eastern side, unless you have actual like full-blown numerical superiority, don't push it. Like, there's no reason to push it. You just hold it. It's the same as the southern corner on Mannerheim line. You don't push the corner, you sit behind it and you let the enemy team push it. Because if you don't push them, odds are pretty good they're going to push you, and when you hold a natural defensive position, why would you give it up? Like, why would you deliberately throw away an advantage of terrain to the enemy and expose yourself peeking a hill or coming around a bottleneck corner? But, I mean, for my part at least, I've learned that that gully isn't as good of an idea as it seems, because you can't get up the end of it and use it to fire on the hill without exposing yourself to the castle, and vice versa. And also, if somebody like that pattern rushes you, your team won't be able to support you. Or at least they won't support you. I'm sure someone could have, other than the SU-130 that suicided in at the end there. Doesn't really matter, because by that point I didn't have a team left to defend me, so it wouldn't have mattered at all. 2k damage, like 2.1k damage is barely acceptable at high tiers. Like, that is a bad game for me. And yet look at this, 1612 top XP, because he blocked 2600 and then died. 1481, 1213, 658. How are these people, and I'm on a premium account by the way, how are these people, 0 damage E100, right, well, how are these people getting like as much or more XP? I don't understand it. They shouldn't be, like, look at all this. 0 damage E100, oh, and his platoon mate as well, actually. He may as well be a bot. 0 and 216 damage respectively. 4 shots, 1 pen, and it was a killing shot because he got 216 damage off of it. And they pushed... They had a good position if they just had not pushed it. There was no need to do that. I don't know. 430U was... Like, it's a decent tank. I can tell it's a decent tank, but I'm not having much success with it. At all. Or the 430. Like, after they changed these, the playstyle's much different, and they just don't seem as able to carry a bad team. Whereas the original 430 was really good for bailing out bad teams. It didn't have much trouble with it at all. The fast-firing, lower damage gun is just the optimal configuration for a medium. Now, that might sound funny coming from someone that liked the Centurion 7 so much and liked the Wheezy 120 so much, but I liked them because they were different. and because I kind of figured out how to make them work. But they were still novelties, like the Wheezy more so. The Wheezy was basically just a comedy tank that I used to play for amusement. The real solid carrier ship team will never fail you tanks are things like the Object 140, the T62, and especially the old 430, because it had good enough armor to withstand like more than a medium should, at least as far as other people would expect. It had a very fast firing gun with, you know, not low alpha, but acceptable sort of middling alpha. It had high pen, the fucking muzzle velocity was off the charts, so you could just point and click from across the map. Whereas with the 430U, you really can't do that anymore. You really have to lead people. It was just a better tank for carrying. Much better. We'll see how we go with this. I mean, I'll probably play a shit game in this and totally, you know, contradict everything I've just said, but given the choice, this is the gun I would much rather have on a tier 10 medium. And I think I'm pretty sure I've got on record saying before that that this gun, I think this is the U8TS, this gun, this 100mm gun, is the best medium tank gun in the game. Like, as much as I like the L7A1 and its derivatives, this is the best medium tank gun by far. If you put this gun on any medium tank, it would still be an excellent thing to play. Because you can do shit like that. He didn't even have time to react. Oh my god, is he actually going to come back for more? Really? Please do. Look at this! Look at this! If I was in the 430U, or the reworked 430 with the D25, I could not do that. At all. I wouldn't even be aimed in. They'd be in cover before I could have my gun on them. And with this, I can just snapshot. I can just point the thing in their general direction and then fucking left click. Simple. Now I do need to move, because there is Artie in this match. And it just made its presence known. Why is this guy blocking? Why is our light tank hiding in a bush behind me? And also, notice how that didn't even do splash damage to me. Didn't even damage my tracks, and yet it's knocked out my crew? Like, what? This mechanic is ridiculous. It's just so bad. It makes life even easier for Artie players. Like, they can have so much greater of an impact on the game just by virtue of stun-locking tanks. They don't even have to land near them. It's not fun, that's for sure. Look at this. Look at the kind of shit you can do with this gun. And this tank. Like, the 430 used to be even better at this because it's much squatter and it has better armor. Like, the 430 used to absolutely dominate the middle of this map and nothing could compete with it. And there goes another stun, because why not? Here we go. I've just been basically auto-aiming people and clicking, and I'm already up to 1850 damage and 1950 assisted. Like, it actually blows my mind how much more effective this thing is. Oh, stuff that one. But this is what a medium tank should be, especially at tier 10. Wow. Oh, now I'm in trouble. And the crew stun works against me yet again. house in the way. Okay, I'm actually going to cross over here. It's a bit risky, but you know what? Fuck it. No risk, no reward. Hey Max. Yeah, I was just discussing that actually. How much better the gun on this is than the fucking 122 or 122mm guns that are on the 430 and 430U now. It just gives you so much more flexibility and such better reaction time to things that happen around you. And when you're in a medium tank, reaction time and flexibility are the name of the game. Like, that is precisely what your tank is supposed to be about. Things like the Wheezy 120 and the 121 are gimmick tanks to put a very big gun in a place where people don't expect it. Fair cop. Like, and it made them interesting to play. Whereas by replacing the gun on the 430 with this, or with the, with the M62 derivative, and then the D25T on the Tier 9, it just takes away what made those tanks good in the first place. See, on the Hellcat I used the 90, and I think the 90 is probably the best gun for the Hellcat, but like, the Hellcat isn't a medium. The Hellcat isn't meant to be played aggressively in the same way. So you can afford to slap someone with a big alpha hit and then run away in the Hellcat, whereas with this, or with Soviet mediums, you want to get into a fight. You want to get right up in someone's face and hold their attention. It's a much different playstyle, and yikes, I'm gonna get hit by some big TDs in a second. Yep, there it is, 430U. Oh, this was a mistake. And tracked again. Oh well. Well, I didn't get as much damage of my own as I would have liked. I mean, 2300 still on the low side for a 210 medium, but look at that, 3297 assisted, and that wasn't spotting, or mostly wasn't spotting, that was tracking damage on tanks on the hill. Because every time one got lit, I could just roll up, pop a shot, and roll back instantly. Whereas with the 430 and the 430U, I would have still been aiming by the time they faded from view. And even if I had been able to get the aim in on time, by the, taking the shot with that gun, it's not going to hit. It's going to miss even if they're sitting still. If they're moving, there's even less chance because it takes that long to get there. And the more concerning thing I've just realised is that my team actually has a pretty good chance of losing this. Because the enemy team did kettle themselves up in the corner, and while that's a bad strat and it will usually lose you the game, they do have some big guns in there. If these guys aren't careful, it's gonna be their undoing. Hey Marius. Actually, no, I think we got this. I think we're good. I think we've got enough hit points left to get through this. Yeah, thanks. I'll pick up on that as soon as this match is over. I will actually just go jump in the Discord right now as well. Hello.
Hey, Ross.
Just as a word of warning, I haven't put my push to talk back on yet, so I might be talking to stream and it'll still transmit.
No problem.
My last match, I don't know if you saw it, was on Corellia with 6 tier 10 TDs on the enemy team. It was like, I could not have asked for a better example of why I stopped playing this game, and why I'm kind of not sure if I actually do want to get back into it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I saw you playing on Murabang.
Yeah, that was my first match of the day. I'd just been watching Barks' stream, and I was like, oh, I kind of want to play now. I hope I don't end up on your team and throw a game. And then, sure enough, first match of the night, I end up on his team and play fucking terribly. But we didn't lose at least, so... No, I think I've been spending more time talking about game design than I have actually shooting tanks so far this stream. Man, that fucking Object 705 didn't work. Holy shit.
Spent some time in the tier 3 and 4 Chinese tank destroyers.
Oh yeah? How's that gone for you?
They're pretty fun. They're similar to the equivalent tiered Russian TD.
Yeah, I suppose they would be. They're mostly based off of them, aren't they?
You know, if you told me that the Russians shipped the Chinese a bunch of the Su-76B or Su-76 and Su-85Bs, I would have believed you.
Yeah.
The Chinese just added stuff or changed them around.
You got any preference as to what you want to play?
Not really.
Okay.
Just my Object 430.
I guess we can do some tier 10s.
No problem. I did most of the daily stuff for the boxes earlier this morning.
Oh man, I don't know if you can hear it, like when my noise gate trips, but I've got my air conditioner going. It's fucking 8 PM and it's still like 30 something degrees in here, Celsius. Which is, pretty sure that's 90
like 90
something.
degrees or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's so bad that I just noticed a blowfly got in here somehow, and the thing was, like, dying. It didn't have enough energy to get away when I tried to pick it up.
Oh, you picked it up. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And, normally you put your hand anywhere near the things and they just fuck off, but... It's a sad boy.
Yeah, they had. Flies have an insane reaction time due to their size.
I think they see in a really high frame rate too, like, I think humans process images at like 20 something frames a second or a bit higher maybe. Like, you can sense higher frame rates, but they don't really make much difference past a certain point. But I think flies see in like 180 or something, like some stupid frame rate, so it gives them much better reaction times, and they can feel the air pressure around them from all the hairs on their body.
24 frames per second to be more precise. That's where Hollywood started putting all their movies in 24 FPS.
Yeah. Oh boy, it's this map. Been a while since I played Mountain Pass. I'm gonna guess the meta for mediums is still head west-ish. Because those TDs are probably gonna sit in the ice road.
Let's go west.
Well, as I said, like, because I was...
Oh, wait, yeah, west. I thought you meant east.
Sitting in Barks' chat, and I was saying, like, I've noticed the meta hasn't really changed much. Hubbies will generally gravitate to the swampiest, narrowest bottleneck they can find and just drive their tanks into it one by one.
Yep.
And the ice road has always been the fucking graveyard of bads.
Yeah, I was just wondering why you were suggesting that when I mixed up east and the west.
Oh, speaking of bad, Barks was saying that he spotted Garbad earlier.
Oh shit, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Garbad is the one that used to, like, complain non-stop about Artie. I wish that because apparently he didn't say much, but I wish I knew what his opinion on the new artillery mechanics was. Because I'm pretty sure that, like, people that used to complain about it like him are the reason that this shit happened. see how long their Artie lets me get away with this. This is kind of stupid.
E50M. Oh,
yeah. Just be careful because they probably will try and dump shells on us. 140. Oh, tracked him. Yep, there's the Artie. T92 shot. I'm gonna pull back once
I got no shots on the 40.
Crew stunned. 15 seconds. Did you see my match on fucking Prokhorovka where I somehow got a crew stun off of a shot that did 0 damage? Didn't even damage my tracks? That was a pretty good meme.
Sounds like it, but no, I just caught the tail end of that Muravanko or
Oh shit. He missed his shot, but he's looking this way. They're pushing. Kill the phone. Good shit.
1200 tracking damage.
Yeet. Oh shit, there's the E4. E4's tracked. He's shot. Sorry, E5. Numbers are hard. He's tracked again. Ow. Artie's on me. GWE just hit me in the back.
.277, come back.
Yeah, he's probably going to get hit by... Mind you, I think if we can get the 50B dead, the E4's alone. Right. No, he's not. Okay. But he's not looking at us. Oh, he is now. Oh, no, no. He's trying to withdraw. If you can get a hit in, he's loaded. Okay, he's fucked.
He's tracked.
Good shit. This is more like it. What the fuck is that Artie doing? What the shit?
I guess he was gonna go for a shotgun on our Arbor 268. Well, either me or the 27. Oh, yeah. Or he's gonna be aiming towards me. Or the E50M.
Careful, that 430 is going to be looking your way, I reckon.
It would have been hilarious if I'd flipped right there.
Did you ever see the highlight from the game where I was playing with Hardest? I can't remember who the third person was. We were all drunk. And we were all playing KB5s. And Hardest drove his KB5 down the medium trail on fucking... what's the name of the map? Malinovka. Like, the southwest corner, down the trail into the enemy base. And actually baited several people into drowning themselves.
Oh my god.
I wish there was...
sounds lovely.
I wish there was a way to, like, on Twitch, kind of make, like, a combined highlights, I guess. So you could link to highlights of other people's streams, because that would be on mine. That was one of the funniest things I ever witnessed in this game. It was just stupid. He was doing to the puppies what their parents really should have.
Giving them a spanking.
No, just holding them under.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't do a lot of damage, but, I mean, it was a good game.
If only there was a way to reward good play. Like, I know there was one game where I did almost no damage in my 430, but we won because I held a whole flank on my.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's evidently some way to reward people who don't do a lot of damage but do something. Because I think it's because they were probably just bouncing a lot of shots. But the last couple matches, I had people that had 1 or 2 damaging shots total, getting better XP than me. And they were top tier, so it's not like they were shooting higher tier tanks either. It's
Probably spotting damage.
No, I checked. So
Huh.
I don't know, it's kind of silly the way this game works out experience. I wonder if Barks is still playing. I don't actually have him on friends list, I don't think.
I posted a 6 cents notification in the Discord.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'd like your thoughts on that.
It's certainly going to get your attention. I've got my Metal Gear Solid sound back, but I need to fix up my giant red exclamation mark.
If you don't mind using Aslanes, I mean, you could turn off everything.
Maybe. I don't like using mod packs. I never have. Like, I prefer to set my own shit up. But I did notice that Aslanes appears to have fixed tank angels, because Primal Law had them, so... That's one of those mods that broke way back in the Grim Darks in, like, 2014, and I was heartbroken that it didn't work anymore, because I like that mod.
Yeah, I like angel wings on friendly tanks and the skulls for enemy tanks. Makes it easier to see who's blowing up when you're without having to look.
I didn't use it.
Excuse
me. I didn't use it so much for situational awareness. What I used it for was the comedic factor of watching somebody die in a really stupid way, and then a little winged tank come out. It just made it that much funnier. Like, it made playing this game bearable. Put it that way. Oh, I thought that was Serb for a minute. Fuck. Wonder if he still plays. Probably not.
If that'd be.
Yeah. He probably stopped playing before I did, actually. Well, I guess we're going out to the northwest corner. Actually, they've only got 2 TDs. We could maybe push down...
Well,
you reckon it's worth the risk?
Down the center, or?
No, well, not the center, but like 8 line. And just kind of spot that and be an asshole and try and get shots into their sides as they come on. I might do it, honestly.
Sure.
I suppose if it gets too hot, we can just ditch out.
That's what mediums are for. And I think they're saying there's a sheriff and a
Type 5. There is.
God damn it.
And he's platooned, so yeah, he's gonna be such obvious bait. Alright, how far down can we go without exposing ourselves? There's a slight rise to our front, which will give us some cover, but not really much of a hold down.
You know, this is where I appreciate, like, Klaus Kellerman. He'll take his sheriff account in with and use our Oh man, I'm getting no shots on those guys.
Yeah, but we know what's coming this way at least. Fucking T-92, fuck off. Where's that AMX? Oh shit.
Grill 15 aiming down this way.
Yep, okay. I'm gonna move into the town itself so I've got some arty cover.
And I'm about to get... Yeah, I'm dead.
Sorry, dude. Oh shit, that's a Type 5.
It happens.
Did he not see me? Wow. Ari Hondo's got the wrong gun.
At least the 4005 didn't hit me with hash. I mean, I had a chance to get back in the
The
city.
AMX M4 has front armor, doesn't it? Or the 54, that's the one with front armor. God damn it, he
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure how thick it is, though.
I love when heavy tanks get up in my fucking shit so I can't maneuver. And there we go. Yep, he has actual armor. And I'm fucked. God damn it. Lost half my fucking hit points for no reason. And bounced off his side, because that's a bad angle.
Object 260 is gonna get him. Oh, there you go. Of course he's gonna aim for you. God damn.
Yep, easy kill. Base is gone. This is a loss. Okay, maybe we should have gone northwest. I don't know, I thought I was being clever. Obviously not. Fuck! Fuck's sake. 690 damage game. Fuck happened to the rest of our team? They did, didn't they? They all suicided to try and get the fucking sheriff. And someone did. So I guess that's a mission accomplished for that guy. Lose game, get fucking minor reward. What is it? It's like some tiny ass amount of gold?
240? 250?
Seriously? What a joke.
Can't be 400.
If it's not above 2,000, why would you even fucking try, honestly? What a waste.
Oh shit, my hangar's doing this thing where I hang on logging in or updating garage. Gonna restart my...
I think my win rates, I mean I can't really check it easily at the moment, but my win rate's not too bad for today, but my actual performance has been. What kind of tank crew am I missing? I don't know, I'll actually check which tanks don't have crews on.
Alright, logging back in.
Alright, I'm, okay, that's my Comet crew. Why the fuck do I have a pair of T-57 heavy crew? Where are all these crews coming from? I've got some tanks that I've got 3 or 4 crews for, and I have no idea why. I don't know where I'm getting them.
It's not from missions.
I don't know, it could be. I'm just gonna... pick a random crew member, to be honest. There we go. It's the problem with reward crews, it's like I can never work out which tank to put them in.
I put the female crew members from the Stug mission into the object for.
You know what? I hate myself sufficiently. Let's do this. I haven't played this thing for so long. I was so desperate to get this tank, and by the time I finally got round to actually picking it up, it had been nerfed to shit, and like you would only hit 1 or 2 of every 4 shots. It keeps happening. Like just before I got the... what was the other one? I think it was one of the French heavies. Before I got that, they nerfed it as well. Can't win. I've been playing this game since it was in fucking closed beta. Like, as soon as it became a thing outside Russia. And nobody even knew what it was. I've sunk that much time and money into it, I'm fucking embarrassed to think about it. But hey, anytime I actually desperately want to get a tank, either it gets nerfed right before I get it, or Wargaming take it out of the game, in the case of the SU-122-54, so I can't have it. Good shit.
Yeah, I really wanted that tank too. It's the whole reason I started the tank destroyer line for Russia. I mean, the SU line is really nice, and I enjoyed it.
I played those on test. Like, every time I got on the test server, I would play that line, and I enjoyed all of them, except maybe the 100M1 or whatever it was. No. Yeah. No, I don't remember. The Tier 7. But, like, the SU-101 that everyone else hated, I loved it. The fucking 122-54 was ungodly. Like, I played that thing like an assault gun, and I used to really enjoy it. I've got videos up of me playing that thing, and I fucking love it. And the 263 and its original Tier 10 guys, like, that was a really good fucking tank destroyer. Not least because they were so rare, and so people would, like, try and kill it so they could get their master tanker, and what in the name of all that is holy is going on with that IS-7? Is that some kind of special edition IS-7? Is that like some cosmetic kit you can buy?
Yeah, it's a cosmetic kit from the, I think it's on the paid loot boxes only.
Ah, paid, of course. Oh, I'm lit already. Rip me. I have no idea what to do on this map. It's like they took all the worst features of Prokhorovka and all the worst features of fucking Pilsen and combined them.
Like you were saying, like for me, ever since I got the T44 and the T54, I was like, yeah, I want TD versions of these, especially since I love the T44
There's the
so much.
Audi.
And the 12244 was just, well, I mean, you've played it, right?
Oh, the 122-44, dude, that was... I love that thing. I had massive games in that back in the old days.
Same, and I imagine the T54 or the T54 or the SU.
Yeah, it was exactly like that.
T54 would be
bigger. You know what? I've got a... I don't care if it's paid. I kind of want that. That looks fucking awesome. And this is how they get you.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, cool IS-7 skin. Let me just get my wallet out. Oh, I'm lit again! I'm glad the enemy scouts are good at their job. Do we even have a light tank? Yes, we do. Where is he?
He's,
Oh, he's up in that spot that I was in before. I guess, yeah, he's in a useful spot. He's doing okay. but we have no idea what's in the middle of the map. For fuck's sake, really? Okay, well, they have a light tank over by that church somewhere. Probably the T-100, judging by my complete inability to see it. And that T-62...
Our Sheridan is moving over there, I think.
Come on!
Since we got that 2E5.
RNG, please. One penning shot out of 4. T-57 life.
Yeah, I think that Sheridan's going to be trying to spot me. That's a good Sheridan.
You know what? This IS-7 is being such a little bitch. I'm gonna push up to try and encourage him.
E5 is pushing.
He's not gonna follow me, of course, and I'm gonna get killed alone as this IS-7 camps the rails. Oh, sorry, as both IS-7s camp the rails. Oh, and I'm lit. And I have no shots on anything from here.
Back up into the rail yard.
Ooh, there's the fucking little shit. Countdown
and
to
I have no
Audi shell.
shots on that little shit.
Yeah, well, at least it scared him out of his position, because he was in a really good spot there. Okay, I'm nearly reloaded, so I'm going to start pushing in on these guys. Oh, fuck me. 260's got eyes. I'm going to push into the low ground here, just to avoid getting hit again by him.
But one of the things they Wargaming put out in that little, they're gonna add prestige modes.
Ah, excellent, wonderful. More shit to make the game bloated as fuck. They're trying to keep players by adding all this fucking bling. That's not what the game needs. The game needs some basic fixes to balance, in the form of high tier TDs being seriously reworked, a bunch of tanks being adjusted for power creep, either up or down. I'm gonna have to reload here. I've got a E5 pushing up on me though, so... Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm in deep shit. I'm fucking mid-reload. Oh god, I'm dead. And he knows it. And he knows
my
it.
shot. God damn it.
Hit the pattern, please. Can you push him? Or, like, just get in his face, get in his face. Thanks.
Or how about that?
If somebody sneezes in my general direction, I'm dead. I'm ready to fire. Have you got a good shot from there? Is he looking your way at all?
No, they're trying to aim at the whatever.
Right. Hold on. Okay, he's not gonna pull back. I'm gonna push in. Artie's lit, if you want to take it.
Got one of the already.
I'm dead. But it's fine. I actually got some damage in that game. Finally.
Good job, Ross.
Oh, it only took me how many matches?
Should have moved up with you to cover you earlier, but
That's alright.
I decided to move back.
No,
move back into the industrial building to
you
get.
probably had the right idea there, because I don't think those guys would have pushed around on that 430 if you didn't. Because they, like, those IS-7s were such big fucking babies, they were hiding the whole time I was there, so...
Yeah. That E5 decided to rush in, and I went in with...
Jesus, how many boxes? Holy fuck. What's
Shit.
that, like 6?
I don't know if it's Aslan's, but I'm getting stuck in when I get out of...
Hey, there we go. 4.3k, I'll take it. Well, if you have to restart your game or anything, that's fine. I've got to work on this Christmas tree business anyway.
I got almost everything at tier 5. I have everything at least at tier 4 and above. How are your decorations looking?
Well, not that great. I only just started out, so... Okay. Get shards. Okay. Let's see. 120. Yeah, I saw that, Max. I just haven't clicked button yet. I want to see how I get this IS-7 fucking visual mod kit, because that actually looks legit awesome. The fucking ZPU on the back of it. I want that badly.
Oh yeah.
Exterior. I don't know if it's under exterior, actually. It's probably not.
I think I've seen in War Thunder where you can use the guns on the tanks to fire shots that blind the enemy. Is that like something that has an effect on the crew, or just...
Say again what you were...
On War Thunder, I saw a bunch of times on like some YouTubers where they'll fire the coaxial guns or the mountain guns, and it'll blind the enemy.
Oh yeah, mostly that just annoys people and makes it a little more distracting for them trying to aim. It doesn't generally do that much damage unless you have like a coaxial 20mm or something and it's a light tank. It's mostly just an annoyance thing. You might damage their optics, which will marginally decrease their ability to see. How the fuck do I get this? It's not some mission locked thing, is it? It probably is, actually. It honestly probably is. Is there... Oh, that's gonna open my browser. Of course it is. Good meme.
But yeah, I was saying if you could use that, if you could do the same thing, but with those mounted guns on that IS-7.
Yeah, oh. That would be ridiculous. And I would love it. See,
I mean, you probably wouldn't ban anything other than Arty or maybe some light tanks, but still, just peppering somebody with, I don't know, a couple of thousand rounds.
I think that's something that you... That must be a mission reward or something, because I can't see it in the store, unless it's in these boxes.
Yeah, I think it's a random drop.
Of course. I want the thing, but it's a random drop, so if I wanted to buy it, I would have to sink stupid amounts of money into it. God bless fucking end-state capitalism. Whatever. I might actually run the IS-7 at least. I'm pissed off now. I want my tank to look like that. That's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
That's something to, like, for the longest time I was hoping they would add actual, like, visual upgrades, 3D visual upgrades, so you could move parts of the equipment around the tank, or have backpacks and shit hanging off of it, or whatever. It's like, they appear to have finally done it, but it's some random drop bullshit. Oh, I hate fucking loot box mechanics.
Yeah.
They're just so annoying. Especially
A bit
because I am
annoying,
the kind of person who will single-mindedly try and get something.
Oh yeah.
I have to exercise.
What was it? Have you been keeping up with the news on Fallout 76?
Mm-mm.
That
really.
game is end stage capitalism.
I heard about the thing where Bethesda weren't giving out the proper canvas bags, and when people put in support tickets to get it onto them about it, it had like all their personal details visible to everyone else, and everyone else was able to edit each other's fucking support tickets. Like,
yeah.
How much of a fuck up do you have to be to not even be able to make a proper, effective support system? Like, surely, that's the thing as well. You would think they would already have these systems in place from their other products. And being part of ZeniMax, you would think that ZeniMax would say, we're just gonna, we've already got this system in place for ESO. Well, maybe this is the ESO system, I don't play it, so I wouldn't know how broken that is. But you would think they go, here's a system that's in place, it works, we'll let you use it. But no.
That definitely would have cost more money, because the only reason to do what they did was that it would save somebody.
Yeah. Oh, of course. That's the only reason any company ever does anything, is because it'll fucking save them money and let them.
But yeah, they sent out nylon little trash bags to people who bought the collector's edition. But there were people defending Bethesda for doing that.
I know.
Just false advertising.
Well, there's always
and
been...
their excuses were insane.
There's always been, like, the hardcore, batshit crazy fucking Bethesda fan base who think that because Morrowind was a good game back in its day, that somehow excuses Bethesda from reusing the same archaic, broken to shit engine every fucking time they release something. Or re-releasing the same game like 4 times, or the fact that Bethesda still haven't learned how to write a proper story, or interesting characters, or anything like that, or they don't know how to make ladders work. Shit like this, like, it's just stupid. And I'm really pissed off, because now the whole multiplayer Fallout thing would be fun if it was done properly, but the biggest loss in this for me, as far as I'm concerned, is I would have been happy just to have, like, the world space from Fallout 76 to play on. Like, if they just said, by the way, here's a whole new world to play in, do whatever the fuck you like, we'll make it a DLC for Fallout 4 or something, I would probably have bought it, just because it's like, hey, look at this nice new world, but I'm not buying a broken as shit game with no gameplay and no story, and a fucked up support system. Like,
if it was a $20 DLC, you wouldn't have been able to sell all the collector's editions.
No, of course. What do we got for heavies? I'm actually kind of tempted to come north with you. I think I will. This is going to end horribly.
Only one way to find out.
But I did also like Obsidian's giant fuck you by putting out the trailer to their game and having a few very thinly veiled jabs at Bethesda.
From the original creators of Fallout.
Yeah, and then all the little things like the
from the creators of also New Vegas.
And all the references about the fact that the guys you're up against are this, like, too big for its own good, greedy corporation that killed everything that made the world interesting and good. Like,
oh yeah.
I wonder what this could be alluding to.
They say the greatest stories are what you take from your life and put it down.
They're right. They are honestly right. I mean, I'm sad that Obsidian won't be able to make another Fallout game because Bethesda own the rights to the franchise, but hey. it'll be closer in spirit to Fallout than anything Bethesda's produced, so...
Honestly, what I've been thinking is that there's definitely going to be mods for that
Oh, yeah.
Obsidian.
Yeah.
And one I've been asking around, hopefully dropping an idea, and hopefully it gets to somebody who can make it happen, is that you're Jason Bright, or one of the ghouls that Jason sent out into fucking space.
That would be fucking amazing. Holy shit.
But for sure, the first mod is going to be turning that one guy into Rick from Rick and...
I don't think they'll have to do too much work. Alright, here's the question. Do we want to do something really stupid and ballsy?
If you're up for it, I'm up for it.
Yeah, I just don't think these guys are going to follow us. Is that SDP? No, he's behind cover. Fuck it! Yeet! I'm lit. Bat chat.
I missed that.
I bet he regrets firing his gun now. Oh, E-hundo. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I regret this. TDP is clipping me. And... fucking gun accuracy. Yeah, I'm in deep shit out here. And our team...
TVP reloaded?
He probably will be very shortly. As I thought, our teammates didn't follow. He's probably loaded, but he's one shot. If these guys had followed us, we would have broken this flank by now. This is what shits me. You can't make aggressive, risky plays because puppies won't follow you. Now they're going to come out one at a time.
Here they come now. After all the action's done.
Yeah, our JPE's lost most of his health. The M60's nearly dead. Yep. And the bat very nearly drowned himself.
I posted a couple of replays where I support teammates who take aggressive action and we win.
Yeah.
And
Well, you know me, I'm all about aggressive action. If I see someone about to do something really ballsy but potentially really rewarding, I will dive straight in there with them. But our team this game just wasn't interested. And this is the thing too, they'll watch you do it. I'm going to go back to Garage, by the way. They'll watch you do it, and they'll watch you die while sitting there not firing their guns. And then they'll roll out one at a time. Like, I don't know what the fascination with attacking in dribs and drabs, like one guy here, two guys there. I don't get it. Like, I was playing Squad yesterday, and the same thing was happening. People were just going out one at a time. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
there's only so many bullets. They have to be out by now.
Like, yeah, I mean, instead of oversaturating the environment with targets and giving them more shit to shoot at than they have shells, or, you know, more shit to shoot at than they have loaded guns able to actually engage, they just deliberately trickle in one at a time so they can get, like, not even so they can get killed, but so they can get focus fired. That's the thing. Whereas, if you've got, what, there was 4 tanks there that could have shot us. If all of those guys had rolled in behind us, we could have just gone down the right path instead of the way I went, which would have left the E100 totally exposed. None of those mediums would be able to support him, and he would have been down, and then we could have just rolled in behind that back.
Oh yeah.
Man, the fucking texture and in fact model pop as well in this game is real. Oh, fuck me, it's a tier 10 game. Oh, shit. I guess I'm gonna go to town and die horribly, and I might even get one penetrating shot if I'm lucky. Brilliant.
Oh my god.
500 IQ.
Wow, and I was thinking, wow, we have 3 TDs to cover us. No.
Wow, he actually did drown in J5. That's impressive. Whoa, no! Wow, I penned that? What the fuck?
Into the,
Not into its... Like, I'm fucked though, I just lost a lot of hit points to that.
into the 257?
Yeah, the T10's pushing me. Oh, I'm alone. Good meme. All our other heavies went the other. Yep, I'm dead. I fired 2 effective shots this game. Because look at our other heavies. And where are... Oh, we don't even have any tier 10 heavies left because the fucking 50B's already dead.
Ah, jeez.
Where's our conch? Ah, our conch is
He's
over
over
there.
here.
I mean, I suppose it's not the worst place for a conch to be, but he would have been a lot more useful in town.
Yeah, he's got the gun depression.
ST1. Our ST1 only now has decided to actually begin pushing in. He was over in B1. Sorry, is still in B1. Just does not want to push in a tank that is designed for aggressive pushes and has stupid good armor and a good gun. Oh my god, he's a really bad shot too. It's painful, Marius. It's painful.
Oh, yes.
And the fucking anti-aircraft gun mount on the T-44 looks so goofy.
We need to fall back and let them push up on that ridge.
Yeah, I doubt that's gonna happen. I mean, the falling back part. Our tanks in town are fucked. Yep, town's gone. This one's a loss already. Sheridan's lucky. I mean, his luck's about to run out, but still. And drives right into the entire enemy team. Good shit. Oh, if only you got a track. Oh, rest in peace.
Dang.
Oh, that one's over. Well and truly over.
A well-coordinated team is a winning team. Is my tool. Is my.
I would never have thought that unless the game told me. What a useful tooltip. Imagine actually having a well-coordinated team in World of Tanks in current year. Actually, I say that, but I had one the other day. I had a really well-coordinated team. And nobody even had to say anything, they just instinctively knew what to do.
Yeah, when it happens, it happens. And it's like 2 ships passing in the night, or
Yep.
15 ships.
Well, I suppose I'm going up this way. But every time I see a 430 now with the fucking D25T on me, it just makes me sad. Fucking depressing seeing how far that tank has fallen. I mean, it's not even like it's a bad tank now, it's just not what it was. And it was, like, legitimately one of the best tier 10s.
Yeah. I can,
Especially if you knew how to use it, which, you know, most people didn't, but...
I'm pretty sure I got a handle of it, but if it had the T62A gun, or even the T54 gun, I can imagine it being way better.
Oh, now that's a tier 9, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And now, with this fucking... I mean, this is basically an M62, and the M62 is one of the best heavy tank guns in the game, but because it's on a medium, it has really bad handling. And because the time of flight is so bad, because it's, you know, a huge shell, it means that long shots like that are just really not likely to hit at all. If I was in a 140, that shot would have gone straight through that 279. And I wouldn't have even had to stop to aim, it just would have gone through. Really? Ugh. And now the scent crosses while I'm reloading. Good meme. I don't know, I probably should have gone city with this thing. I was kind of toying with the idea because, you know, big gun and general lack of gun depression, but I thought, oh no, it's still a medium, it can still play in the field. Like, no. This thing really does handle more like a heavy now. Like, it's much more sluggish than the 430 or the other Soviet tier 10 mediums, or any real tier 10 medium, I guess, except maybe the 121, which it's basically the same as anyway. So dead.
That 5041 took a shot at me.
A6 slipped past.
Oh, that little fucker.
He's run off. drop repair quick enough to back off. 1000 damage game in a tier 10 medium. Yeah, I don't know. This thing just doesn't work for me. I've had a couple of decent games in it, but generally speaking, they're trash games. Like, I just can't seem to get the damage in. I mean, I'm not going to sell it, but I'm kind of tempted to just leave it by the wayside for a while and play other stuff.
I had nothing but misses on my end. Oh, great.
Big oof. Spent a bunch of the bonds I had saved up on getting the improved rammer for this, in the vain hope of making it at least kinda closer to what it used to be, but I don't think it's going to make much difference. I probably should have spent on a different tank, to be honest. I just want my 430 to be good again.
Yeah, I'd like to know what that was like, but also, bonds are going to be used to buy tanks. Rare, premium, and tanks no longer available.
Ah.
So I'm guessing at some point the BTSV is going to be in like the bonds shop.
Yeah. Oh, I guarantee it will be. I mean, didn't they put it on sale on the server briefly for like last Christmas or something?
Yeah, somewhere along those lines.
I think they did for the
it was a
$2K as well.
$100 package.
Yeah, they put both of them on sale. It's like, well, there goes my exclusivity. God damn it. It's alright. My account's still worth a couple thousand. I've got a fucking Type 59 and that many tier 10s. It's not funny. I'm not going to sell my account, least of all because I still play warships as well, but if I ever get truly desperate, it's worth a pretty
better than selling blood. Speaking of this guy saying gold spammer, Wargaming was going to change the gold ammo to do 25 to 30% less damage.
Yeah, I heard about that. They've been planning that for a while, haven't they? And they've just never got around to doing it.
Yeah, but I think like a lot of the big YouTubers like Sir Conflict and especially Klaus Kellerman honed in on the fact that that's not going to change anything.
No, it's not.
It's just going to mean people are going to fire 30% more gold.
Yeah, exactly. The way to solve that problem is to address power creep. That's how you fix that. It's the only way that's going to make any impact on it. I'm going to just bypass this guy. They have no arty, by the way, so...
Small favors.
Well, I mean, we can, like, going around the castle is an option, although there's a bunch of tanks that have flank shots on it right now. If you want to come around here, we could maybe roll the 54. 416 pushing me.
Now that the IS-6B is here to hold this corner.
Really? That hit the dirt? God damn it.
Rolling in.
There's a 54 backing one. The 416 has the stock gun, the idiot gun. Really? I got tracked on that corner? Okay. god for 4 skill crews. Repaired in like 2 seconds. Oh! This gun, dude! I want my fucking U8 back. Taking shots, right side. Oh! I repair my gun and it immediately gets damaged again. Good shit, and we're being capped. We need to RTB. Like, right now. If we don't get killed coming off the hill first. Holy fuck.
Oh, there goes our FCM.
And I got a minute left on repair, so my gun is trash until then. And I missed the fucking light tank. Oh god! Marius, help! I fucked up bad, my dude. I'm dead. Kill the... yeah. Ah, fuck.
Oh my god.
What the fuck happened to our heavies? What happened to the rest of our team? Another sub 2k damage game in a high tier tank. It's just stupid. I mean, I'm not playing well, but still, it's fucking stupid. I would say, hands down, the game is in a worse place than it was back when I was last playing it regularly. Like, let's try that again. Too many high tier TDs, the RD stun mechanics are a nightmare. Fucking... power creep hasn't been addressed at all. Players are worse than they ever were. Like, honestly, I think they're getting worse with time, not better.
Yeah.
Seeing a team melt that quickly on Himmelsdorf is ridiculous, especially at that tier. Like, really. I want to have fun, like, I want to enjoy this, and I want to be able to get back into this game, but every time I try, this is what happens. It's just too frustrating.
I know what you mean.
Now I can't even find us a battle.
Yeah, the idea of World of Tanks, the tag trees as without any of the premium or really overpowered, seems really good. It can be really good.
Yeah.
But, you know, you take this game idea and then what do you call it? Do everything in your power to try to extract the money from people through premium and other such, others. It gets you this. It gets you stuff like Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot to tell you that that atom shop they got in Fallout 76. I recently saw. One of the things they're selling is a white paint job for the power. It's $18 in atoms.
Yeah.
And to compare that, The Witcher 3 has a DLC that's $17, $16.99, and that's like a whole, adventure or whatever
Yeah.
in the.
Yep. I mean, you add up one or two minor cosmetic things from either the what's it called? Fallout 4's paid mods. From either that or Fallout 76, you add up like 2 or 3 minor cosmetic mods from that, and you've got yourself like a whole game. You add up a couple more of them, and you've got yourself something like. For me to buy a new aircraft in DCS, and we're talking these things, each aircraft has as much development put into it as an average game, because they get the physics, the flight model, all the art that goes into it, everything. Like, the MiG-21 took them quite a while to develop and involved actual MiG-21 pilots and ground crews. That thing costs, like, what, $80? For a full fidelity fucking simulator. Like, the kind of shit the military would use to train. Kind of detail. It's just unbelievable. And you've got, yeah, basically 10-minute reskins that aren't even that difficult to do being sold for $20.
There are. I can pull up the Nexus and find better paint jobs for Power Arm.
And like there are things on the Fallout 4 version at least that are well made, but it's like you're still paying a significant amount of money for it.
Yeah, another video I saw was for this Fallout 76 emote pack.
Okay.
And emotes in Fallout 76 usually have a little icon that pops over your head, and you have a little animation.
Yeah.
This emote pack, it just gives you an icon, and you don't have an animation to go. And they don't tell you that in the store options or whatever.
Yeah, of course not.
So you're paying a premium for like a little tiny icon to pop over your head. Not even, oh shit.
It's just disgusting, dude. It's fucking predatory as shit, but nothing's gonna get done. Oh, come on! I hate having this fucking gun on this tank. I want my fucking U8 back. There we go.
I know that feeling.
Like, that's the worst part about this thing when it got moved down to tier 9. It's not that they put a 122 on it. Like, I could live with an M62. If they put the M62 on this, it would still be really solid. But this is a D25T. It has better ammo, so it has better pen than a normal D25T, but it is still a D25T. It has atrocious gun handling. It still only has the 390 Alpha. You know, like the fucking Wheezy 120 at the same tier has the Alpha of the M62, 440. And better gun handling than this, I'm quite certain. 60 TP's looking my way, I'm going to back out and relocate. Where to, I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Careful moving up, oh, never mind.
Ah! Fucking crew stunned. Stun locking sure is a fun and engaging mechanic.
What that video say when they introduced this mechanic, the artillery is the maestro of the battle?
I don't know, I didn't watch it. I've been out of the loop with this game for so long. Oh, and I'm lit, somehow. Oh, the fucking 60 TP's pushing up. Shit. And... Artie, again. And again. They're all focusing me. I guess they maybe are still running XVM.
Yeah, they're definitely running SVM.
And now I'm getting shot in the back by the fucking M103. Oh, fuck. I'm in such a bad position. I'm gonna roll up behind that guy on the low path.
Yeah, I had the same idea.
Careful, 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 you're pushing me. Once he's dead, I'm gonna cut up the, through the archway. Oh, come on! Fucking T-30 up there. And he is well and truly looking this way. Oh, they're all looking this way. Good shit. Good shit. Love to have an inaccurate piece of shit gun that never hits anything it's aimed at. Especially after the fucking Sigma change. And this guy's now blocking my shots. Fuck. Wow, I'm surprised that hit. Low roll, of course. Imagine having an actual medium tank gun on your medium tank.
That would be amazing.
wonder if it's only the IS-7 they have cosmetic kits for. If they had one for this, that'd be pretty cool. Tracked him. He's just drop repair. If he rolls out again, I've got a shot.
Sorry.
It's okay. He was not going to come out anyway. Oh my god! RS tank nearly just dunked himself. Oh, that would have been beautiful. 140 just peaked.
STRB?
Yeah, he's getting brave. He's going to roll out any second. Gotcha.
115 ammo.
Was that a rack? I didn't even notice.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, dude. That was for me, I think.
No, I was spotted too.
No, I reckon that was for me. I've been pissing them off enough. Can the T-30 get a shot on me? Probably not.
And not if he's not on top of that,
Dude, that 103 does not
thing.
give a shit. He's just zipping all around the place.
I love it when they do that.
Oh! Really? Fucking 53, 55. Oh, and the T-30's back. Shit. Wow. Can't believe that hit. Well, I've got some damage in at least. Wasn't a very exciting game, but... Yeet!
It's yeet or be yeeted.
It sure is.
Oh my god, why? Restarting the client.
That's alright, I got some decorating to do apparently. Of course, it'd be too much to ask to actually get that medium tank mission done, but whatever. Wow, oh, Easy 111 did a pretty good amount of work that game. But here's the thing, again, if I was running the 100mm on the old 430, I would have been doing a lot more damage than that. Like, it would have been so much easier.
Oh yeah, instead of waiting around for the 122 to get loaded.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, it's
missing.
not just it's not just the loading time. It's the ability of the fucking 100mm to snapshot. Like, you literally didn't aim. You could just click somebody. You did not have to aim with that gun. And because it had such a high muzzle velocity, you could just auto-aim people across the map, roll out from cover, and without even stopping, just mash left mouse and begin reversing, and you would more often than not hit them. And because it, you know, had a high muzzle velocity and it was a good penning gun, more often than not, it would go through. It was just so good. I mean, it's not even like the tank was overpowered with it, because the 430 was always the least popular of the Soviet Tier 10 mediums, just because people didn't actually know how the fuck to use it.
Which 100mm did it have again?
The U8 TS, the same as the T62 and the 140. I think it's U8 TS.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, 9.1 rate of fire. Average penetration 264 and 330. compared to a 6.1 rate of fire and a 238 and 270 penetration.
Shit, I can't remember which tank I was putting my crew in. T20, I think.
All that sacrifice penetration rate of fire for 70 alpha.
No, not even 70. 60.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 60 alpha, and it's a D25T, so it usually either misses or bounces, and it quite often low rolls. Like, it was not a worthwhile sacrifice, not even close.
Yeah.
And, I mean, okay, so understandably, you're moving the tank down to tier 9, you need to balance it somehow. How do you do that? Well, give it the fucking same gun the T54 has, the D10 T2S. Problem solved. Fuck, you could give this thing an LB1 and it would probably still be better than it is now. Because the higher rate of fire and 60 less alpha, like, and better gun handling. Even with the LB1, you would have better gun handling than this. The T44 has better gun handling than this. It just was not...
the LB1 is great at tier 8.
Yeah, this was just not a good trade at all. It makes me very, very sad. Oh well, let's try this thing again. It doesn't help, I suppose, that the crew on this, the 430U, isn't very good. Because I kept my original 430 crew in the 430. That's a 4-skill crew.
What's your crew at in that one right now?
In this, 67% on their first, except the commander who I threw some gold at to train up 6th Sense, because not having 6th Sense at tier 10 in a medium is fucking suicidal.
Oh,
I tried doing it for a while, and then it was just like, no, I can't, this is ridiculous.
Well, you already got 6th Sense, but I think it might be worth it for you to train some of your gifted or earned crewmen, or the female crew, if you have any, to put them and throw gold at the commander to get her up into her second. Give the rest of them.
I probably should have done that instead of putting them in an American tank. Actually, now I think about it. Oh well. I'll see if I can convert them, because I can always do that later.
Having the Sisters in Arms in my 430 is really great.
Yeah.
For how bad it is, for how difficult it is right now, I can imagine if I didn't have Brothers in Arms or the Sisters in Arms.
Yeah. Oh boy, Muravanka with 5 tier 10 tank destroyers per team. Can't wait. This is the good shit.
I'm really hoping that map blacklisting works the way that guy Klaus Kellerman said. For like a certain, like for your medium or for whatever type of tank, you can say I don't want to play these kinds of maps for this type of tank.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. It would probably fuck up the matchmaking situation even worse though. Like, you'll end up with some really fucked shit going on. Also, it's just occurred to me, I don't think they will do it, but I really hope that at some point they release or they give to people that had the original 430, they give them it's called the 430B on the stats now. I hope they give us that as a tier 10 premium, or even if they make it a tier 9 premium, but give it the fucking 100mm gun. I just want my old 430 back. I don't care how it happens.
Since I have the 430 myself, I hope they give it to me too. I blind shot that grill.
That 50B is probably moving up. He just knocked a tree. Oh no, it's a medium. Oh, that was bullshit. He's not oh, he is tracked, but I'm on reload. Another shot will kill him. He's perma-tracking me, or trying to. You got another tank rolling up, 50B maybe. I just saw a tree fall. And I'm not lit. If he's still in that patch of trees, he should have seen me by now. I'm gonna roll up on the Fatten. Oh shit, there's an E3 in there. And the Fatten's now in a position where I can't hit him. Oh god. Oh, no. No. Oh, fuck. Ugh. I rolled over the hill, I got tracked, I didn't drop my repair kit quick enough because I fat fingered it, and now I'm fucked. I'm getting pushed by a scent. I need help.
Back up, back up.
I can't, he's right on me.
Shit, I can't,
okay, I
can't
guess.
come to help you. That E3 is in my...
Shit, it's between us. Oh god, that was such a bad idea. Like, I should have known that would happen, but I overestimated my gun depression and thought if I couldn't get the Patton, I could at least get the Centurion, and I hesitated just a second too long. E3 shot. Stop the Patton from pushing me if you can. Shit. Oh, I can't sit there. That E3 will be reloaded now. Couldn't get a shot on him.
E3 hit my observation devices.
Can you disengage at all? We need to get around these guys.
I think the Action X just fired.
He did, but he fires very quickly, and he's... Oh, no, I'm dead.
Shit.
TD. Two of them. Two of them sitting up the back in fucking A8.
Well, that's just dandy.
God forbid anyone try and make any sort of aggressive play whatsoever.
Oh, man. Bounced some nice shots there. Couldn't keep it up forever.
Hang on, I'm just taking a quick look at something.
Imagine eating a man in the face forever.
I'm trying to find any kind of reference to that IS-7 model. That's not coming up.
It should be in the World of Tanks News holiday, box.
Oh, on the holiday stuff? Okay. Customize your vehicle. Is this it? That's a skin. That's also a skin. Yeah, no, those are just skins. Holiday Ops, maybe? Yeah, 3D styles to give. Okay, so let's have a look. Got it. Oh, okay. So I got one for the bat chat as well, which is pretty sweet. And the T69. No, T57. Yeah, if luck's on your side, you'll get a 5th item inside the box. A 3D style for the following select tier 10s. So yeah, it's literally just fucking luck. And one of the vehicles that you can potentially get the upgrade for is a vehicle I don't have and will probably never get because it doesn't look like something I'd enjoy.
And you'll get 5 of them.
What are these? So free to play that type. I don't know. I might pick up one just with some pocket gold, but I'm gonna have to stop myself there, otherwise I'll get carried away with it. And I think I might do 1 or 2 more matches and then go indulge myself in a different kind of suffering.
Yeah. I don't know if it says something about me or the game, but like in my T44, I got a 53% win rate, you know, the 1200 game. Pretty decent efficiency, you know, the T54, 54% win rate, pretty good efficiency. And then I hit the object 130 and T62A, and I got pretty similar amount of games in both. And I'm at 48% win rate, and my efficiency is not looking too good.
I had a lot of trouble with the T62A when I first started playing it. I think it was just because I like trying to solo pub tier 10 mediums is hell, basically.
Yeah.
I used to get away with it with the 430, but again, because they fucked with it, I can't anymore. Like, it used to be one of those tanks where it was so flexible and so good at everything without any real bad weaknesses that you could do some stupid shit with it. You could really pull off some pretty big carries. Or even if you weren't carrying yourself, you would, you know, contribute to somebody else doing it. Like, it was a really good support tank and a really good assault tank. But now it's just like, well, it's not really good at either. All it does is put out big shells every once in a while and act as kind of a curiosity, because probably even less people will play it now than they did before. I mean, I've seen a few 430Us around, more than I saw of the original 430 back in the day, but no one's going to be playing the tier 9, that's for sure. And back in the old days too, before they changed it, usually the people you saw playing the 430 were really good players who specialised in it. Like, generally, if I saw another 430, it was Visa Mongol, because he seemed to like the thing as much as I did, if not more. I think there were 1 or 2 others from the sort of good clans as well that would play them really often, but that was it. You didn't see pubbies playing them.
So it would pretty much be the Duel of Fate starts playing.
Yeah. Oh, it's Aggressor.
I think I want to camp the bush at B6 or so, B7.
I'm gonna push down the east because that's pretty much all I do on this map. In a medium, anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Looks like most of our tanks have come this way. So if we actually have an aggressive enough team, actually no. They've got good players, but we have a lot here.
I got spotted. Oh.
Unfortunately, they have an actual gully there now, so they can't cross, or you can't pop them as they cross. They've got cover, which I think is a recent change. I'm pretty sure that wasn't there when I played before. Unless you're, you know, a fucking big brain like the IS-7 and just drive out into the open anyway. Even though you have fucking perfectly good cover and concealment. Oh, there's some scary shit up there.
I tracked him. If you can get a shot on my IS-7, he's tracked again.
Oh. Shit. I lost health to do that, but yeah, he's in trouble. He's dead.
Beautiful.
Their Progetto is a bit touched mentally as well. He's driving around out in the open in a fucking paper tank. How have I not been lit? Or have I just not been unlit? I don't know.
AMX 3105 heading to our base, looks like.
I did not get spotted, so yeah, I've been lit this whole time. They've just been ignoring me. Fucking gun! Arrgh. Hit where I aim, just once, please. Rip. Shots. I'm gonna push in. 430 U's bailing to the other flank, it looks like. Progetto has run to our base. We've lost our base. We're in trouble. Got a hit on the Progetto. Ah, shit.
Just got hit by the JP.
This is not good.
Heading back to base.
Ah! Just sailed over. I'm being shot in the side by the 430U. And in the front by the heavies. Yeah,
shit.
Deep shit. I'm dead. Yeah.
Oh, freaking 705A.
My bat's about to die. He could clip this conch right now. Oh, he's going to go for the 50B. Actually, the 50B probably is the better target. Except it's going to kill him before he kills it. Yep. In fact, it's fucking clowned him. It's circled him. That's embarrassing.
How many shells does that 50B have?
would be maybe one shell. He could even be out by now.
I'm gonna take my chances.
Yeah, if he was out, then he'll probably be mostly reloaded. Progetto's ignoring him. Ah, so close. You would have been, what, about 0.1 of a second from firing?
Yeah, it looked like the meter filled up on my end. Still wouldn't have mattered.
Oh my god, the 60 TP. Hull and turret rotating different directions. I love that. I love that in current year people still have not worked out that, you know, you may as well not move at all. What an absolute genius. I think I've got one game left in me at this point. Probably something lower tier, honestly. 0% win rate in my 4-3-2. What a surprise. What do I feel
games like that?
My stats on today?
Oh wow, I'm 47. I went down a percent in my T62A's win rate.
Yikes.
But yeah, but like games like that, I realized it's not me. It's not really the tank either. It's the tier 10.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what to take. Fucking clown shoe. I forgot I actually bought this thing. Oh, I do have a T20 crew, but they're kind of crap. So yeah, be able to put a better crew in there.
Anything's fine.
I'm just trying to think.
Is that tier 8?
T20? No, 7, but I'm thinking I might do a 6. I might do this. Because my stats in it are already rubbish, so it's not like I can make them much worse.
I'll see your fury and raise you. I wanted to say the Thunderbolt, but I think I'll go here.
I haven't got one of those, but I'm tempted. More Shermans is never a bad thing. I think I've actually got a digital copy of Dmitry Loz's book on my PC somewhere. I'll have to have a look.
I've seen some historical photos of the M4A2, and they look really, really.
I've got some color photos that I found. Shit, I don't know where I found them, but I've got color photos of the Soviets. I think it was actually Loz's unit and the Americans meeting up in Austria, up in the mountains. And it's interesting because you've got both sides in Shermans. And everyone mingling in together. Seeing it in colour is pretty awesome.
Mind posting some of those in, if you can, in just in the Discord.
They're actually, I've got them uploaded to Imager, so.
And I want to see if any of those pictures are the same ones I saw before doing image.
I don't remember if I put them in an album on there or not. Oh boy, sure love me some Sand River. Oh, and it's a shitty fucking...
T50-2.
I'm kind of tempted to roll over there and pop them in the side as I head for cap, but... You know what? Let's see what we can see. Ooh, nope. And I miss. Total whiff. That's okay, because so did he. Just watch my front.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the T50-.
Oof. Bet he's regretting that right about now. Oh, front. Oh god, I'm getting fucked.
God,
We're
damn.
getting rushed, Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck, dude?
And we got an IKV and T67 that didn't look like they did.
Look where our fucking T-34-100 is. Like, look at this. They're all up in the mountains doing nothing while we get rushed through the fucking spawn. That is ridiculous. Oh my god.
Oh,
The 25 TP. Look at this. Look at this abomination.
Yeah, I see that.
What the fuck? Jesus.
Well,
It's
better
like
to go out
someone
and
looked
blaze
at the
glory.
T28 and was like, yeah, this is a really good idea. Make it bigger. Well, as much as I hate to end on a shit match, I think that's about as much tanks as I can tolerate at this point. 2.5
No
hours,
problem.
that's more than I managed last time, I think. So, thanks for playing, and I'll probably try and get
Well,
some
thank you
more in
for
later
accepting
in
the
week.
invite.
And hopefully it won't be as miserable.